You good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. What'd you just discover?
I'm not doing this recording.
Quit deleting good content. You said I chiseled it. So, fun fact, I have a stick and poke tattoo on my second toe of a sunrise. You thought it was?
I don't know what it was.
What did you think it was?
An eyebrow?
An eyelash, you said.
Eyelash.
It is a Native American sunrise. And he said, you need to tell. You tell whoever did it, they should have put some color in that or something. And I said, what?
You were the someone.
And he said, he fell out. He literally fell out.
The problem is, it looks like, y'all seen the Flintstones, right? And you know how they would take the little chisel. And
It does not look like a chisel.
It looked like somebody took a chisel, put it on her toe, and got a hammer, like boom, 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 and made an eyelash.
Listen. It is a quality stick and poke tattoo. It's not an infected eyelash.
Okay.
We're going to leave the topic of tattoos.
Fair.
And let me just express myself the way I feel I need to.
Got it.
Capiche?
Sure.
So I got my hair done today.
Okay.
Look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Great, right?
Absolutely.
Let me tell you something about my hair. My roots are like gray. Well, in spots. I can't wait. I wish I would go so gray or white, whichever one's first. Or maybe you just go white or gray. I'll have to ask Michelle. Anyway, but to where I didn't have to bleach it no more. Can you imagine that? I try to bleach my hair white. If I didn't have to.
Right.
Like, I'm going to have to get Michelle a new client to make up for the lost money if my hair goes white. But can you tell? Because she cut like the bleach part off. And look, it's just like so much more.
Right.
Anyway, so I did that today. What'd you do today? Anything exciting?
Not really. Get some work done.
Boring.
Yeah, pretty boring. Well, work.
Did you eat anything good?
Not really.
Well, you're a fun talk too. Okay, well, that's Red and Green, the podcast.
Next week we'll add another sentence.
No, so it's been so raining here. It depresses me.
Yeah, it's been raining all day. Yeah.
It's been raining 4 days, not just all day.
Right.
I feel like it's rained for a month.
You probably
I'm looking for Noah. Like, I'm over it. I'm literally over it. I hate the rain.
Really?
I like it. Like it's cool when it's like regular Florida rain. So like it'll be beautiful, bright and sunny. And then from 2 to 4, it looks like a hurricane. And then it's bright and sunny again. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this, where you wake up, this morning, literally, I'm not even kidding. So I've got a big picture window in my bedroom, right? So, and I live near a lake. I won't say the lake. That could be bad. I live near a lake.
Okay.
So I can see from my bed, like looking out the window directly to the lake.
Right.
It was like a beautiful and blue sky. And I was like, oh, it's going to be a good day. And then I was like, what is that? I need to clean my windows. No, it was pouring the rain. And then all that happened is that clouds came. And it never stopped raining.
Well, summer in Florida, this is how it is.
No, this is worse.
Really? How?
It's worse than like last summer.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm born and raised here, so I'm used to it.
Well, I'm not.
Avi.
I mean, for real, I hate it. Like, are we those people who talk about weather now?
No, not really.
Well,
This
we
just
just
happened.
were. But, no, I hate it, though. Like, I think that I get people who have, like, seasonal anxiety disorder. You know, I think that's so sad. And I get it. Because, like, today I've been off. Like, for real, I've been off all day. It's one of those things where I've, like, been on the corner of where I could cry or laugh. Or cry or laugh. It's really just been those two. Cry or laugh. And I swear, I think that it's the weather.
Okay. So how do you cope? How do you deal with it?
Crying or... I do it.
Yeah.
Good luck being around me.
Right.
I'm like Machine Gun Sally. Don't hit it. You could get a ray of sunshine or a bullet. We'll see.
Why gotta be so violent with a bullet? What about a ray of sunshine or just a frown. Why?
Because that's not who I am. I'm either super happy and a ray of sunshine, or I'm not. Listen,
Okay, I respect
don't
that.
act like you ain't been around it.
I respect that.
You know that I can be mean. It's not even mean. It's just sad. Like, ugh, I hate it. Anyway. And then, like, it really irritates me, too, because I really care about my hair.
Yes, you do.
No, but, like, when you try to go in the store, because I hate umbrellas. I hate them.
Okay, you hate them.
I don't feel like you appreciate the fact I hate an umbrella.
I mean, that's... Listen, those are your issues. I let you have them.
Yeah, I don't like I don't like umbrellas. But then having to walk into a store or, like, run your daily errands or whatever.
Right.
And then I went today and I got Chick-fil-A. And then it made me have a stomachache. If that just ain't disappointing. Chick-fil-A hurt my feelings today.
I'm sorry.
I know. It just wasn't the best day. But here we are. We're doing a podcast and we're going to be happy about it. I'm grateful.
So. Oh, very much so. Let's roll. Let's do this. I'm ready.
Listen, we're already rolling. You're afraid you're getting ready to get the bullet of the emotion.
Literally, I'm not. But let's roll.
So, I have a topic for you.
Talk to me. What's the topic?
Let's be lighthearted.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've been too deep.
Okay, let's roll.
And today has been deep. So let's be happy. And this is something you talk, well, you don't really talk about it all the time. Like that's being extra. But you do talk about it and you feel it. Where'd you go to high school, Jeff?
I graduated from Jones High School in Orlando, Florida. A proud fighting tiger.
Okay. Ask me where I went.
Where did you graduate
Central.
from high school?
Central.
Where is Central? There are a lot of Centrals in the country.
Blountville.
Where's Blountville?
Tennessee.
Okay.
Go Cougars.
Good for you.
Couldn't care less.
Well.
And that's what I want to talk about.
All right. What's the topic?
School spirit.
All right, let's go.
We got spirit. Yes, we do. We got spirit. How about you? No, I don't have it.
I have it.
You have it.
Loved my high school experience. I mean, it was absolutely incredible.
I know you do. You know what? Can I tell you something?
What?
I ain't even lying. I think I have Jones High School spirit. For real, though. Like, I'm like, oh, orange and green.
Yeah.
Go. I don't know, but because you love it so much, it makes me love it.
I love and what makes me love my high school that I graduated from, is basically the teachers truly invested in you. Past, they were like our parents. It wasn't about winning or losing. A lot of times school spirit is attached to how many games you won. At Jones High School, it was really about how can we help our kids become better people, better. Sports was very important, but also the arts was important. The academics were important. Just being kind to each other. So, Jones High School was just like, wow. I absolutely loved my experience. Being in the choir with Miss Hoggart, my principal, Miss Clara Walters, assistant principal, Mr. Benjamin, and all of those. My mother even worked in the cafeteria at Jones High School. So it's like I just had incredible, and even like class reunions, incredible class reunions. Like my brother went to his class reunion, and it was incredible just to see him enjoying his classmates. And it's just a bond that when you graduate from Jones High School, there is a bond that is indescribable. It's a sense of pride in your school and your fellow, in your fellow classmates. Like, hey, once a tiger, always a tiger. So, and then if you're a teacher, you carry it on. So I carried on the same mentality to West Orange High School when wonderful career there at West Orange High School. And, and now that I'm teaching college, the same type situation. You just take it with you. So I love it.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I have more school spirit for West Orange High School and UCF because of you than I ever did because of Central. And here's the thing. Let me tell you something. Central High School, it's no more. This last year, the class of 2021?
Yeah, 2021.
Yeah, 2021 was the last class to ever graduate from Central.
Right.
The school shut down. Well, it didn't. What do you call it when it went to a new school and they changed it? And now Central High School is not a thing. I don't know.
Shut down.
It's a shutdown. Yeah, okay. I didn't know. Like it merged and they created a new one, and like another high school went with them. I don't know. I don't live there anymore, but like I saw it on like Facebook. Some people were mad about it. And here's the thing: like, there's people that I'm friends with on Facebook that I went to high school with. I flippin' love them. They were amazing. I met great people in high school. I love them. I would go to some football games. Sometimes I'd dress up for Spirit Days or whatever. And then sometimes I was like, it's stupid. Like, I had some good teachers. Mr. Chase was amazing. Fern Overby Hilton. She was a teacher where people were afraid of her or they loved her.
Right.
I had a little bit of both. She made me dissect a pig. A baby pig. It totally freaked me out.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I'll never forget the smell of formaldehyde. And she said, Mrs. Horn, you need to pull it together. And I thought, I was afraid of her enough.
Right.
I was afraid of her enough. I pulled it together. But I still remember seeing like the eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't relate.
Dissection should not be a have to.
You know, it's funny. In my high school, it was funny. That was back in the day we had driver's ed. And that's why I learned how to drive. And I remember being in the car, and it was like a couple of us would be in the car with our driver's ed instructor. And I remember taking the driving test and failing it the first time through, and went to my mama crying. Well, I had to do it again. But it was fun. Well, it wasn't fun when I felt it, but that was depressing because it was funny because I was a senior and I was trying to pass because I was getting ready to I want to go to prom, and I wanted to drive to the prom. So I said I need to get my license. This is just not cool, But I ended up passing it. It was. Did
you get to drive to the prom?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
It was fun. Yeah. So, but it was it was those events. Like, I'm sorry you didn't have the same experience I had, but it was at Jones, it was like those events like homecoming. Oh goodness, being a part of the attending the homecoming parade and the coronation and all that kind of good stuff, like where they crown Mr. and Miss Jones High School, and then the choir sings, and then the homecoming court comes out. And
your choir sung at homecoming?
Oh my goodness, yes, tradition. We sang Truly.
What's my face look like?
It's indescribable. But like, I even remember the song we sang, Truly. I think it's by Lionel Richie, I think. And we used to have on the tuxedos and then gloves with certain songs, and it was
gloves.
Oh yes. Oh my goodness, Jones High School.
What was the gloves for?
It was just part of our uniforms.
Listen, why did I think of like Michael Jackson and the glitter glove?
I mean, because that's just who you are as a person.
Listen, I would love to still. Why? Can we bring that back?
Who is we? I'm not. But
you know what? I don't need your negative energy right now. I'm looking for people that can support me with the sequin glove.
You go right ahead.
I don't think that's asking too much.
I mean, probably not. But anyway, so moving on. What was I saying? Yeah. Oh, it was just a great time.
You sung it.
Yeah, we would sing at coronation, which is part of during homecoming week, which is part of the homecoming festivities. Whether you crown Mr. and Miss Jones High, which are they are the representatives of the school.
Now listen, we had stuff.
Yeah,
I just didn't care.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, but I mean, what I find is interesting is this. I'm sure that there were kids at my school that had it.
Right.
That had school spirit, like to the nth degree. I just wasn't one of them.
There's different reasons why people don't have school spirit. I'm not saying that everyone who went to Jones necessarily had it. Everyone I knew had it. So it's for different reasons. You don't know what a situation is. You don't know what a person's going through. You don't know if they had a great experience at that school or not. So you can't say that. But it was with Jones High School, it was about tradition. It was literally about a great tradition of a historically black high school that it was about doing your best. It was about having great grades. It was about excelling in extracurricular activities. It was about being kind to your fellow man. It was about, you could go to our teachers and just ask. They was spend time with you after school hours sometimes, and literally invest in you. One of the reasons why I'm a teacher, is like, okay, my high school choir director and my math teacher and my English teacher. And I remember all those folks. It was like, I remember them spending time with us or taking us home if we needed a ride home. You know what I'm saying? Because I lived a little further away, and it was literally a community, and still is a community school that really invested into you. And then so when I started teaching at West Central High School, honestly, it took the same school spirit. Go Warriors, the same thing out there. Okay, choir, let's go sing this. Let's go do that. Okay, what's this week? Homecoming week. What today is going to be? It's going to be Wacky Day. It's going to be what day are you going to wear? You know what I'm saying? You take that stuff.
Did you do it when you were in high school?
Yeah. Absolutely.
No. Like as a teacher?
Yes.
Would you dress like a tourist or whatever?
Sometimes, yes.
You awful bougie.
Yeah, I'm real bougie, so I'm like, it depends. I'm saying, listen.
I'm touring in France today. This is the way in our 3-piece suits.
I mean, honestly, and then it was a great time.
See, like when, and I want to be fair.
Yeah.
I had Miss McReynolds. That was my chorus teacher.
Yeah.
I was in chorus. Your girl was in chorus.
Good.
Ezekiel saw the wheel.
Way up in the air.
That little wheel ran by faith.
Duma.
You know what the big wheel ran?
Faith of God.
By the grace of God. It was a wheel and a wheel.
Way in the middle of the air.
Some went to church to sing and shout.
Some went to church to sing and shout.
Way in the middle of the air.
No, hallelujah.
No. Before 6 months, it's all sung out. Way in the middle of the air. If you want to sing that holy song, way in the middle of the air.
Before 6 months, they've all turned out. Way in the middle of the...
Yeah, whatever. Listen.
Doomaluma.
We didn't do Maloom.
Really?
No.
So y'all literally left a part of the music out.
I don't know. I mean, maybe like a tenor did it. All I know is what I had to do.
Will.
Miss McReynolds, it could be that blueberry outfit that you made us wear. How about Lake Tatu Sum? I remember that.
Oh, Lord.
And his Quay Dicta Sum Mihi. Do you think that I just made like some of your choral people happy? Because I know it.
Actually angry because we heard your diction.
Listen. No. Look, I know how to open my mouth and drop my vowels.
Drop your.
I just don't.
You said, "Oh, you about to drop your vowels."
Whatever. Hold on. Look, I'm not going to say the sound. There's going to be awkward silence for a moment. See, I did it. That's what they told us to do. I learned it. I just hate it.
Why can't it?
No, I had fun. I had fun doing it then.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because I just can't see you just doing something that you just hate.
No, I had fun doing it then. But like, listen, you've heard me sing now. Mm-hmm. Can your girl sing?
It's a great voice.
Thank you. Guess what?
It really is a great voice, but...
Am I in your choir?
No.
Why?
I mean...
You want me to tell you why? Because here's the thing that I think. My kids are in choir. Mm-hmm. I get it. They have school spirit, choir spirit, and one of them still follows you.
Right.
It's not my thing to do it with a group.
I respect that.
And like, it's not the music, although I think it can be beautiful. I don't want to sing it all the time. I don't want to commit to have to sing. Mm-hmm. I really, though, thoroughly enjoy. If you could create a choral program where I could wear headphones and get down in my car, I got you.
I just don't even know how to respond to that. So we gonna move on.
No, but like, I mean, what I'm saying is that, like, that was fun for that time of my life.
Right.
Like now, no, because it's too. I think for me right now, it'd be another commitment.
Yeah,
that I feel like I couldn't give 100% to.
Right. I respect that, and that's good that you're honest with yourself and just say, you know what, I just can't give it my all right now.
I'd rather listen and help you out where you need help.
Mm-hmm. And that's fine. No problem with it.
listen. And if you ever need a song, you call me while I'm driving. I got you. That was funny.
I mean, I just thought that I would never do that, but I appreciate it.
Rude. Rude.
Honest.
Rude. Now, let me tell you something. And when I was in high school, this is back to high school.
Yeah.
I remember, and this was at church. We had at churches like homecoming.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Okay. Because I didn't know if that was like a Tennessee thing but it was like up at the Southern Baptist something. Mm-hmm. I don't know. What I do remember is this. It was on a hill. Mm. And we had went to Gilbert, West Virginia, and had went on a mission trip.
Okay.
And we had talked about the mission trip, and then the youth director told me to sing. He wanted me to sing. I had no idea that this was getting ready to happen. Okay? Mm-hmm. And he had me sing He Is Here. And my church wasn't small growing up. I'm from a small town, and my town went to church.
Right.
And it was the one. Like, I see people, and they're like, yeah, you want to come to church with me? And you go, and it's like, 300 people, and it's a crowd. I'm like, why is your church so small? Like, honestly, that's like really small. I don't understand. Mm-hmm. So, but no, like growing up, I don't know how many people were there, but it was huge.
Right.
But it didn't seem huge growing up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now it's like homecoming. So like people came from out the woodwork and they brought their people and their people's people and everybody's eating chicken, like sitting outside. And it was at this place on a hill, like some type of, it wasn't a convention. That makes it sound like a hotel. It was like a cabin looking thing. Mm-hmm. And I remember singing He Is Here. And my daddy coming up and he hugging me. And he said, God love my dad like nobody else can. And he said, you did so beautiful. I hope you sing that at my funeral. Daddy, way to take a beautiful moment and make it dark. But guess who taught me that song?
Oh.
Miss McReynolds. My choir teacher. And anybody who's listening to this right now, pray for her boy. He's battling COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've told you about that. That breaks my heart. Yeah. But it's been a month now. Sad.
Yeah, it's real sad.
That's a long time. But, like, I enjoyed her class. Uh-huh. I had good friends in her class, and she made it fun. Mr. Chase, my chemistry teacher, he was amazing and dry as a bone. He'd be like, my name is, I won't say his first name, because I don't know if I should, but he'd be like, his first name, Chase, and I'll be your chemistry teacher. But, like, he was so dry, but he was hilarious. Miss Hilton wrote the plays and also made me dissect a pig. Like there's certain teachers that I remember. Mr. Zimmerman, he was my history teacher. Doc Hammonds, my favorite. He was my DECA marketing teacher. Loved him. As far as the school and having school spirit, what you said, there's a big thing that was missing though. Wow. We had no tradition. If we did, I was not aware of it. Right. The school as a whole didn't teach us tradition.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. And that's something that just made me think, like, this is spontaneous thinking for real. When you think of, like, Hallmark movies and stuff, like Hallmark, how perfect they are, and there's tradition.
Right.
I hope I've taught tradition to my kids.
Right. You don't have tradition at your school, or, some people may not have it in your home. The one thing you can do is start that tradition. And the hope then is that tradition is then passed down, from student to student, or choir to choir. Choir to choir, student or family to family. I'm thinking, so for instance, so with my choir, it was a thing that there's a tradition that we would sing unity. That's unity, okay? The tradition was at the end of at the concerts, the seniors, it would be two lines. The seniors who are graduating would stand down the middle aisle of the church where we sang it. That's a tradition. What ended up happening as a 9th grade, it probably didn't make sense, or 10th grade. By the time you're in 11th grade and you start thinking, I'm getting ready to graduate, I'm going to sing in that line. And therefore then, the directors hug the students as they leave, the seniors.
You get that as parents.
Yeah, exactly. Then, what happens is the next group watches it and the next group wants to be a part of that tradition. which then it kind of inspires people. So, it's, even if, let's say, your school may not have that pride, you can create that tradition, a tradition, in your own environment, which is very important.
Listen, let me tell you something about that. Mm-hmm. As a parent,
yeah,
I saw that for years. And I was like, man, I wish they'd quit snubbing up in that line, because I've sat in this cold church for a while.
Right.
Boy, when my baby got to be the one who was getting ready to be a senior.
Yeah.
Then I got his junior year. You're right. I was like, oh, crap, he's going to be in that line next year. What did I do the whole time? You don't know because you wasn't there, but I'm going to tell you that when you were in that line and you started going down and hugging him when he was a senior, see this? Ugliest cry you ever saw. You'll never see that face because I don't ugly cry like that anymore. It was for that one time and one time only.
Right.
I'm kidding, but you know what I mean. Like that was a tradition for a parent.
But the thing about, but the thing that makes it so incredible is that you see these students even now, and it can be 10 or 15 years from now. Some of those students are still friends based off of the tradition that was created in their environment.
Well, I've become friends with your students.
Right. Of course. But I'm just saying that I see students like on Facebook, and they'll send me a message, and they've graduated 20 years ago. I remember this, or I remember when we sang, or when we went on that choir trip, or when we did this, because even traveling on tours, it became a tradition. So therefore, when there's a tradition, there's an expectation. So school spirit, create it. If you don't have it there, then create it in your environment. Because when you create the tradition, you create expectation. And it literally becomes a beautiful thing. Then your student, you don't have to say anything. They will carry it on. I'm not there anymore. They carry it on.
But you know what I meant, and I don't know if you caught this part. I actually have friends that I do not know from you. I knew them before. Let me rephrase it. I knew them and I knew you, and I didn't know they knew you, and I didn't know you knew them.
Right.
They were your students.
Gotcha.
And when it came up,
yeah, there's
a group of them that are still friends because of you, but it never came up because I'm not in that.
Yeah, right. And it's in that, so everywhere you go, you just try to create that. And you don't know who you're inspiring. You don't know who you touch. That's what Jones did for me. It's like this. I don't need to know. I don't have to graduate with you. If you say you went to Jones High School, and you literally can be 10 years younger than me or 10 years older, there's already a connection. Fighting Tiger. If you say you worked at West Orange High School, it doesn't matter. You West Orange Warrior, what's up? Or even at UCF, it's like, and I'm just, I'm new there, but I can imagine it's the exact same thing because tradition is already created there. You know what I'm saying? So it's really a beautiful thing.
I wonder if, because like where I went to school, there was it covered a lot of mileage.
Yeah.
there's a lot of kids that went back home to work on farms when they got out of school.
Yeah.
They couldn't play football because they had to go home and work. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because, I grew up Northeast Tennessee. It's a whole lot different than Central Orlando.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I wonder if that's one of the reasons that, I didn't feel it to the extent, because you literally couldn't be as close.
Yeah.
People weren't, literally close. People felt like they couldn't participate. And therefore, there was kids that I think that felt excluded.
Sure.
That excluded... I can't tell you, and maybe I don't know how much of it is regular teenage garbage.
Mm-hmm.
But I lived in Alexandria, Virginia, right outside of DC for a while, and I met one of my best friends. We had a prom picture made together, and I said to her, I told her how beautiful she was when I saw her again. It was 8 years later or something like that. It's oh my gosh, you were so beautiful. She's like, you're so beautiful. How girls are.
Right.
And as we started talking, she said to me, I thought I was one of the ugliest people at that whole high school. I would like, you could not have shocked me. That'd be like, I don't know. That'd be like Halle Berry or flipping Tom Brady's wife, whatever her name is, Giselle Brady. We'll go with that. I don't know her last name.
Right.
But her saying, I thought I was so ugly. Like, are you stupid? Obviously, you're not ugly. Do you have a mirror? Can you see yourself? That was the same thing. Like, how did you ever think that? Mm-hmm. I think I had the same head trash. Like, one of the reasons I stopped singing?
Why?
Didn't think I was good.
That's unfortunate.
I don't want to be made fun of. I don't like it. I don't like to be made fun of.
Right.
Hence the reason a podcast is a hard thing for me, because people can make fun of you. Oh my God. I'm better about it now.
Right.
But then, no. I wanted to be pretty. I wanted to be smart. I was in the top of my class. Mm-hmm. Never felt smart enough.
Right.
I always felt like I wasn't enough. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't because I had great teachers, but I think I might not have had, with all the teachers, I feel like as you talk, at least 95% of your teachers were completely invested.
Yes, I can say that.
Individually, they were invested in their students. Mm-hmm. I listed some that I believe that were really invested. I'm sure there were other ones that had me as a student, but as far as, like, you talked about driver's ed. Mm-hmm. Guess who my driver's ed teacher was?
Who?
My next door neighbor. So if I screwed up, him and Daddy talking over the fence. You know what I mean? And
she hit a curve.
It's like I see John and Daddy talking, and I'm like, I'm never going to get my license. But then on my 16th birthday, Daddy took me to the DMV. Mm-hmm. I went and got my license. Literally made 4 left turns. Come to Tennessee. We're playing your song. That's where I got my driver's license. I kid you not. Went out the DMV, made a left, circled around the DMV, and parked the car. That was it. I got home.
We had to do
Daddy gave me the keys to the car. Mm-hmm. And I said, "What? I got to go to school." He goes, "Drive yourself." Jeff, I ain't never been so scared driving myself, but I felt so cool. Mm-hmm. I felt so cool. I was a junior in high school, and I was driving a 325 ES BMW. This was in however old I would have been, like 90. I was a junior. So I graduated in 95, 94, 93. Mm-hmm. And I was in an 89 BMW, and it had a sunroof.
As you can tell yourself
listen, I hate my own self then. I was so extra that day. I felt so good to be me. Mm-hmm. But, it was, I wanted freedom. Yeah. I wanted to get away. I didn't want to stay.
Right.
And it's something that it seems that I see that a lot of people, and here's the thing, again, as I say this, all my Central Cougars, I love those people. Mm-hmm. The individual people, I loved them. But as far as when I told you that my school was shutting, you were like, are you going to go back and see it? Walk the halls one more time? Mm-hmm. And what did I say? Nah. Nah. And you'd have thought that I had branded him.
Because I just can't relate to it. I mean, I get it, but I cannot relate to it.
He was getting ready to get me care packages, deliver ice cream, call in.
Say goodbye to the people. I mean, I can't relate to it.
No, he was going to call in a priest. Not a priest.
Why are you so extra?
You extra? Because you're like, are you okay? I'm like, I don't go there. I don't care. Why do I care?
It's so funny. I'm going to tell you. I had school spirit in elementary school. Orange Center Elementary School is we were called the Orange Center Elementary Cubs. We were the Cubs to Jones High School Tigers. So it was we were that, Junior high school, went to Lee, saying Lee Rebels. We were rebels, you know what I'm saying? FAMU, oh my goodness. Such incredible school spirit at FAMU. Homecoming, Florida A&M University in Tallahassee. I had a great college time, undergrad. And then on to Florida State, Seminoles, and going to the football games and stuff. So it's one thing I will say is oftentimes as students, you have to put yourself in those positions. You have to also seek it out. Sometimes you can't wait for it to come to you. Sometimes
I think I did that.
You have to create the spirit. So school spirit. Who can I hang out with that, we're going to have school spirit and go to a football game together? Well, what if you don't like football? Okay, find something. You know what I'm saying? That you can attach get involved in your school that you can get excited about. Well, what if there's nothing that I can? Well, stop finding excuses.
Yeah, I was probably an excuser.
Yeah, okay. I'm
like I like to do what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still kind of that way. Look, I ain't gonna lie. But what I have realized is this.
Mm-hmm.
I have a UCF clothes. Ask me how many times I've been on UCF's campus.
I have no idea.
2 times. I think 2.
But
maybe.
UCF,
anyway, but who loves UCF?
everybody in Orlando.
No, who loves UCF? My best friend. My best friend works there.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell you what, I kid you not. This is a true story. I don't know if I've told you this before or not.
No.
But I have to show you the jacket. But I went to Victoria's Secrets, like the pink part of the store. They have the best sweatpants, not getting paid for it.
Right.
Free plug. Best sweatpants ever. Love it. Overpriced. Yes. Still, you want to send me free ones? Go ahead. But went there, was looking at the clearance section because mama didn't raise no fool. You always look at clearance first.
Right.
You never know. That's where some of the best treasures are. And you can find individual style because nobody else wanted it. Remember that, ladies. Okay. Anyway, did you just go, okay?
Okay.
But I found there, and this is one of those things that was sold on a catalog. It wasn't sold like in store. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that sucker was a medium. Your girl's a medium. It was a UCF windbreaker hoodie, 3/4 length zip. Mm-hmm. Ain't ever taken a class at UCF, but you love UCF. I bought it. You know why?
Why?
I love UCF because you get so hype over it. Well, I can't read your Facebook. Go Knights.
Yeah.
Go Singing.
Absolutely.
Knights. Is it Singing Knights?
Singing UCF Singing Nights.
There you go.
Incredible.
You get so it makes me.
Oh yes, I'm a UCF Knight all day, every day. Let's go.
I'm in school though. Go Valencia.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Good job. What's y'all mascot?
It's red and yellow.
Go ahead on.
Listen, don't make fun of my school.
I'm not. I just didn't. I was trying to call it a nickname, but I didn't know what the
I
nickname
don't think
was.
we have one.
Okay, so we'll move on.
It's like go screaming.
But it's one of those things.
Blue Jays.
It's one of those things that you can get involved. Get involved. You know, you meet fabulous people. You connect in many different ways, and it's wonderful. So,
you were what, the Tigers and the Knights?
Excuse me.
University of Tennessee is the Volunteers.
Really?
That's not something very motivating. You'd have thought, go Vols. And I can start singing Rocky Top for you right now if you want me to. We can get Charlie Daniels in the background, and he will play his fiddle and make you cry.
I'm good. I believe you.
You've heard it. Don't act like you ain't.
I mean, I know that's how
everybody has. Everybody has. Anyhow, go Vols. But I think, with Valencia, I really don't think that they have got a mascot. We should make them a secretary bird. You know what a secretary bird is?
No.
It's an African bird. Let me tell you, you need to look that bird up.
Why secretary bird?
There ain't nothing more vicious. Everybody needs to look up what the secretary bird is.
But why would you place that to a community college?
Because make them vicious. Like, a tiger's vicious. A knight is vicious. Nobody says go screaming secretary birds. I
hope they never will.
Let me tell you what. They walk around. They look like they have on black knickers. They got a thigh gap that all hot girl summer ladies would be jealous of. They definitely do. They're 4 feet tall. But guess what? A bush can be on fire in Africa. And guess what they do? They stand outside and they wait for little animals that could be fleeing, and they just snatch them up and eat them. Evil things. They go... You know how they kill snakes? They eat snakes. I'm not even kidding. This is National Geographic.
I'm really uncomfortable about this conversation that you know so much about. Just kill a bird. That you really want to attach it to a...
Refer to episode 1. I got a violent streak and I like to learn about things.
What's wrong with
you? These birds, they stomp snakes' heads. They stomp them to death. They stomp them.
They stomp them?
Stomp.
Oh, stomp. Okay.
Oh, or is that what we're doing
No,
today?
no, I've done this.
Oh, you were making fun of my accent, really? Oh, that's new. Christie's country. Thank you for realizing today that she's country.
My question, whatever. My question is.
Continue.
My question is, what I was gonna say.
That was Jesus telling you not to ask it because you're being hateful.
No.
He said, I ain't gonna let him be hateful today.
Okay, anyway. So, like, wow. No.
I challenge you to Google Secretary Bird.
You want a challenge because I won't do it.
Really?
You've told me all about it.
You can see a picture of it.
I'm not even interested.
You just whispered.
I'm not interested.
Well, anyhow. So this is something I think, though.
To look up murder bird.
No, there is a murder bird.
Okay.
Google that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I think, to come back around full circle,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's beautiful, the amount of school spirit that you have for all the schools.
Yeah.
It's almost like your face looks weird because I just made a face and I know you know that I'm getting ready to say something that's going to make you raise your eyebrows, but here it is. It's almost like your passion for the Dallas Cowboys. So why do you have such a passion? Like, how is it that you're Jones High School? I love it. Your Jones High School passion, and you gave me this amazing reasoning. But then there's the Dallas Cowboys.
Because we're talking about school spirit, not sports spirit.
So you don't call them related.
So you're changing.
So you would say the sports spirit and school spirit's not related, like they're not along the same lines.
Completely, yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Not in the same
No, you're saying they're not, or are you saying they are?
They're not even related because the topic was school spirit.
I know. I was just saying, like, if like you would go over and say, well, no, this is because like, you know, Jones High School, from what you've told me, what I've seen, it's so, like, it's exciting. It's exciting. Like, and even what your brother has, like, shown with, like, the reunions and all of that, I think it's great. And it's like, oh, it's beautiful. So I just wondered if it was related to like, if there was anything that you could pull over that I'm not seeing in the Dallas Cowboys that you could make those two link.
I mean, I don't know what you're trying to bait me into. But,
I'm just trying. I'm poking you right now.
So let's talk about the Ravens and how it relates to your school spirit.
Well, I have Ravens spirit.
The Baltimore Ravens.
I have Baltimore Ravens spirit. And
they relate to the Cougars how?
Shut up, Jeff.
Wait.
They're not, but I do have spirit of the Ravens. So I'm capable of having spirit. Yes. Okay. I got another segment for us, though.
Okay, what's that?
It's going to be funny.
Okay.
Lighthearted.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. You ready? I have a question for you. What is the most embarrassing story that you have from your childhood? Or one of the most, because you probably have a lot. I mean, I think we all have a lot.
I don't know. Let me think about it for a second. Tell me one of yours.
Really?
I got to think about it.
Ugh. Okay. Okay. So, I was like, I don't know how old I was. We'd actually have to call mommy. But I was like 4 or 5 or 6. I hope not 7, but the possibility is there that I could have been that age. But I decided I want to play vacuum cleaner. Like, I wanted to pretend I was vacuum cleaner. I was born in 1977. We had thick brown shag carpet in the den. So, I put my hands behind my back, my butt in the air, and my face down. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, think of a stand-up vacuum cleaner. My nose would have been, and forehead would have been what hits the ground. And my knees would have been the wheels. And my arms were behind my back.
Wow.
And I was crawling, like going like this, going across the floor. So, Mommy and Daddy's den, it was originally designed to be the garage of their house.
Right.
So, it's the size of a 2-car garage. But they bricked that up and put a carport and an under garage in their house. So, it's big.
Okay.
Their den's big. And I went probably 75% of that den. And my forehead being the width of the swoops of the vacuum cleaner. Wow. And you look at my forehead right now, it ain't that big. Make me little. It's a little forehead. So there's a lot of swoops. So Mommy came in there and said, Kristie, what are you doing? And I lifted up and I started screaming. Guess why I started screaming?
Why?
Carpet burn.
See that?
Now, when your face is rubbing on the carpet and you in the middle of it, it don't hurt. You lift up. Lord help me. Your girl got a scab across the whole forehead. Like your T-zone. Down every bit of it that was rubbed on that carpet down the middle of my nose. Well, we used to always vacation in the summer to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for a week. Mm-hmm. And we went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'll have to see if Mommy has those pictures somewhere. But I was in the pool and got in the pool. Mm-hmm. And it was chlorine pool. And I came up and the forehead nose scab slid off my whole... It slid off. How gross is that? But yeah, so I got to walk around for like 8 weeks with the whole head scab. What happened? I was being a vacuum cleaner.
Look, you got a cross on your forehead.
It was like from here to here, like a T. So dumb.
Blessed quietness.
I was.
One I had was my brothers were home, and so my mother we were home by ourselves, and we were always into something. Like we had mother had a record player with the little cover over it, and so we were just playing around the house. It was also we had an aquarium.
Like for fish?
Yes.
Or like reptiles?
Fish. Oh, no, we don't play that. Fish.
Right. Okay.
Is I cannot even relate to that. But I used to get a right guard spray and spray it. And one time
What's
I lit a match, like deodorant, and I went aerosol. Woo, flame. Woo, flame. That's cool. We just playing. And one time it blew out, it flamed, and it hit the record player and melted the cover on it. Oh, no. I could not cover it. I was crying. My mother got home, and that was all she wrote. Spanked. And then one time.
How old were you?
About 25. No,
I did not expect. Listen, you just made me pull something.
Not 25. I had to be about probably 8 or 9, maybe 10. And then there was one time we was throwing the ball around the house and broke the aquarium.
With the fish in it?
Yes. And they're just flapping around.
No.
Yeah, we had a funeral for. I'm just joking, we had a funeral.
Did you kill the fish?
No, I don't remember. I don't think we did.
Listen, you blacked it out.
But
traumatic event. Traumatic event. You can't remember.
And it was a soaked floor. We couldn't get out of that. From then on, we was outside playing. So, Mama, like, you gonna mess up my house.
Wow. Well, since you're a Nemo murderer, I learn things about you every day.
Finding Nemo. Oop, lost him.
Where'd Dory go?
I was like, bye.
Dory?
What is Dory?
Isn't that her name, the bluefish?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention. I was busy looking for Nemo.
I'm done talking to you. I'm hungry.
Okay, then. Bye.
You know I get cranky when I'm hungry.
So, okay. I don't think they care. But let's go ahead.
They care. I bet they do care.
Okay. Whatever. Until next time, thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you.
Oh, sidebar. We didn't tell them.
Go ahead.
We tried on fabrics today.
Okay, explain.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
so we're gonna make some shirts and stuff, which is gonna be exciting. But we tried different fabrics.
Yeah. So, Red and Green the podcast will be having
merch. It's gonna come one day, and some of the funny things we say.
That's right.
I got some funny things you say.
That's fine. So until next time, Red and Green,
the podcast.
Bye.
That didn't have any heart in it. One more time.
Okay, then you just leave it go.
Okay. So, follow us first on Instagram.
Yes.
At Red and Green Colorblind. We now have a Facebook page.
Yes.
Red and Green. Come over there. We're trying to build that up, get a little community of our people to where you let us know what we want to talk about. Say it.
If you have anything that you want us to speak about,
there you go.
Let us know on Facebook, Instagram, email us.
And TikTok.
Or
Not that we have a TikTok because I was told we couldn't, but if we would have a TikTok, we would let you know things about it.
Right.
Okay. And also you can email us at info at redandgreen.com. Red, remember this, REDD, 2 Ds, and green, GREEN.com. Email us, let us know what you think, if you've got any questions, if you need anything. And guys, from the deepness of my heart, is that a thing? From the bottom of my heart, from the deepness of my heart. Good Lord. I hate myself right now. Anyway, but from the bottom of my heart, and I know Jeff's too, I cannot believe how high on the charts you all have launched us. Like, we're shook. Yeah. I appreciate every listen, every download. Thank you. We want to make you laugh and make you feel like you got people to talk to. And we want to talk about what you want to talk about. So read us your emails. Send us your emails and we'll read them.
Yeah.
And we might read them on air if they're good. But if you don't want us to say who you are, don't say my name. And we won't. We're cool like that. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. This is Red and Green,
the podcast.
Thanks, guys.